because my mind is going. So, Gaia,
Oh, it's nice to meet you, though.
nice to meet you. You've got all comms. Thanks, guys.
See you later. What is up? I am joined by
Just
the letter B.
the letter 7.
That's correct. I am
And
just
today-
letter 7.
Just the letter 7.
We are out here, baby.
Indeed, and we are back commentating the same set that we did last week, actually.
That did happen, didn't it? Yeah, I
let's
remember that.
Game 5 last time, but let's see if Greg has some adaptations.
Yeah, that's the thing. Griseous played this matchup really well last week. Like, showed a ton of improvement that we've seen in the past, and so far keeping it pretty even right now.
Yeah, is this the key? Does he have what it takes to seal it? Potentially a 3-0, because as we've seen, as of late, Griseous' adaptation has been on point.
Yeah, absolutely. In that last set against Quality, going to such a nail-biting Game 5 really could not have been closer. But OwlBBs is, of course, such a different beast. The precision on this Sephiroth sword is, frankly, unmatched. Owl hits things that no one else could, in my
Indeed.
opinion.
Yeah, I mean, he's just a great player. And speaking of different beasts, I gotta make sure my spirits on my Switch are alright, so I'll be right back.
Okay. Guy is checking the spirits of his Switch, so that's great. Back to the match. Griseous is going to drop that first stun, unfortunately, but taking another one as a quick return for today that next stock. So yeah, now going back ahead, trading blows. The counter is going to hit the shield and will be punished with a jab from the Mewtwo. And the second jab will take it. Mewtwo just pushing OwlBBs right into the corner. Not giving any room to breathe, but when he does, he gets that nair to that back end. And it is going to be damage centrally as he gets the grab into trying to get an up air, continuing the juggle against Griseous. So much damage coming out from these up airs.
Indeed,
Guy is back.
speaking of that back air, I am indeed back. And
He
we
is
are
back
back to we are back to the match.
Back on the air.
Indeed, of course,
There it is. Aiden did got puns. And Sephiroth has back airs, but that one's not going to land.
Yes, level 2. I was gonna make a terrible pun, but I'm just gonna leave that one in the dust.
Yeah, no puns.
Decent neutral here coming out from both of them. Honestly, it seems like they're both committing, but both of them are too afraid to actually punish each other. And I guess it makes sense, because in a matchup like this, you want to kind of like just go for the pokes, that chip damage, but I guess we're seeing some crazy damage come out of Owl, and now Griseous is at last stock. But to be fair, we could see a comeback, because this is obviously 100% for Seth. And Mewtwo can kill quite early.
Yeah, definitely. I think that's kind of a big thing, is what you said, that we're committing without punishing. When you're playing such light characters, you don't always want to go for those punishes, because sometimes you get reversal like that.
You know, I have got to give Gris credit. I feel like at this point he is the most tech-ready player in this region.
Oh yeah,
he hasn't missed a single one. And so I think that again, even if Owl does manage to get stage spikes and things like that, he'll be ready.
Yeah, very just kind of prepared for everything that Owl wants to throw him. He's played this matchup so many times, and at this point it's just such a case of like, both players just have to adapt in the individual situations that they're in. Every little jump, every recovery has to be calculated to the point where they're just mixing each other up constantly.
Indeed, and right now it seems that Owl is in the driver's seat of the mixing. Crazy up tilt coming out. The schmicks. What I like about Owl's playstyle is that he throws out reads that are mostly unpunishable, or that you have to commit to actually punish.
Yeah.
And so when you're in those latter situations, you're too nervous to actually go for like any kind of punish anyway. You're afraid to commit.
Exactly that. Yeah, it's like Owl. He pokes so safely, but then once he knows he's got you in a situation where he can take advantage, he just pushes it to the absolute limit.
Indeed. Speaking of pushing things to the absolute limit, though, it seems that Gris is in the driver's seat, but that driver's seat was actually a Tesla, and it's crashed.
It has unfortunately crashed, it would appear. I would also like to just give everyone an update on amateur bracket, everyone's favourite part of the tournament. We have Moltloaf has just one amateur bracket.
Congratulations to Moltloaf.
By taking 5 DQ wins in a row.
Wow.
Because
honestly,
the entirety of Southampton crew left at once, which left the bracket empty, and so Moltloaf wins.
Quite the talented player, Moltloaf, a name so feared in the South that nobody wants to face him.
Yeah, honestly.
He is the Thanos
I think
of
that
Southampton.
this is the thing, beating your opponents by scaring them into submission so they don't even fight you is just beyond anything that anyone has ever been able to achieve in Smash Bros.
Frankly, I wish my Measles fans could say the same, but unfortunately I bowed out at a measly, I think it was the 17th. But I will be back, and I will go more than 1-2 next time.
I believe you, absolutely. Thank you very much. 17 people in amateur bracket. Sure, I'll say you got 17.
Oh, fair enough.
It's like, I don't remember who Anyway, back to the match.
Speaking of 17, there's a 1 and 7 on screen because Gris.
That's so true. Oh, I love it. The segues here are just amazing.
Indeed.
And speaking of segues, Sephiroth's being taken on a ride by this Mewtwo, just roaring all over the place. But those Shadow Orbs are going to deal some damage back, and immediately we see the net into the forward air. OwlBBs is always just so consistent with these confirms, and so precise.
Yeah. Speaking of shadows, it seems that Gris is doing a little bit of shadow boxing right now, just whipping a few moves here and there.
Yeah, amazing. Thank you so much, guys.
I only make valuable contributions on the mic, you know me.
Oh, absolutely. Absolutely. Yeah, now OwlBBs back off the stage. Griseous trying to find a way to keep there. He does get the back air to punish the regrab on the ledge. OwlBBs does make it back air, going through the shadow ball. OwlBBs is always just so patient on the ledge. He's just not willing to just commit and let Griseous react to something obvious. He's playing it so safe.
Yeah, I gotta say, Owl right now embodying my year 1 of uni spirit, afraid of commitments, but ready to strike when the time is right. He's going in and dealing that damage.
Yeah, that's so true.
Seeing a lot of back airs, Gris knows how to throw it back, but Owl is ready.
Yeah, but here we go. Griseous just sitting at the ledge. Griseous on the ledge embodying my version of first year of uni where doing absolutely nothing and then getting fucked up for it. And now
we're actually the future of comms.
Yeah, actually, it's amazing, honestly. No one's ever done it like Justin. And the amazing Octa Slash from OwlBBs just setting Griseous so far off the stage, just keeping him at the ledge. Griseous is struggling so hard to get out, and when he does, he eats a net for his troubles.
Owl with the insane mix-up, that Octa Slash, those mix-ups, reminding me of my first year of uni when I mixed up a girl by making her cheat on her boyfriend, but we don't talk about that, folks. We're talking about Smash Bros.
Yeah, we won't talk about that. I don't think that's a good thing to talk about. And Mewtwo has died, as Gaia should, making someone cheat on their partner. However, we are getting back to the match. Solid punish here from Griseous as he attempts to find the down air, but doesn't quite make it.
Look, it wasn't my fault, and it wasn't Gris's fault that he just died there, because I think when you're in such a high-pressure situation, it's difficult to navigate and reset neutral, especially against a top player like Owl.
Yeah, I mean, when the body of Sephiroth is just looking so hot, it's hard to resist the temptations of losing your stock or whatever.
I'm hoping that's just like me for real, but I'm also hoping that, honestly, if I'm Seth right now, I stick in that driver's seat and I stay in control. I don't want to be taken off guard by a sudden relationship. I want to be in the driver's seat. I want to be the one making those strikes, just like Owl there. Fantastic up. Well, was that an up smash?
That was an up smash, yeah.
Fantastic up smash. And we are heading up to the next game.
The fact that you don't even know what's happening in the game is just amazing.
Yeah.
We've peaked. I just realized also that entire game was in like the menu mode, so it didn't have the full game screen. So that's pretty great. There we go. There's the full game screen, guys, with the overlay. This is the worst stream ever.
This is the best stream, actually. Fantastic gaming. Honestly, just look. Okay, folks, enjoy your games, but never get gamed yourself.
Yeah.
You always gotta keep an eye out.
And speaking of the best stream ever, that girl that Guy cheated with does have an OnlyFans, so please go subscribe.
So true.
Really mean a lot. I don't know. Is the skin glitching out?
Oh my god!
It looks weird, right? I don't know if that's intentional. I don't know if it's glitching.
Oh, Gris, glitching out just like me when I first got that text back.
Yeah.
He doesn't know what to do, and frankly, I don't know what to do. Do you reset the game? Do you reset your phone and hope it was a? Do you reset your phone and hope it was a dream?
You really need to go to therapy, I think, to sort these issues out.
Honestly, that might be a call. But unfortunately, you know what else might be a call? Securing these stocks, baby. We are at a Game 3 situation.
We really are, and OwlBBs does want to make sure that there is no potential for a Grand Finals reset, and he is doing that so well, precisely prodding the pixelated Pokemon into the blast.
Indeed. I mean, if Owl is the therapist, Gris is the gaslit victim, taking on all of these
mental demons.
Indeed, these conditioning situations from Owl. I mean, look at this. He's basically conditioning Gris to air dodge now. There we go. And next time he'll be prepared when he has that wing.
Yeah, absolutely. Not going to find anything off the counter. Gris is getting it grabbed, not really getting a whole lot off of it. back to the jabbing off the stage from OwlBBs. Griseous jabbing back in return. Keeping it pretty even in this game so far.
Indeed, an even game. That's what you like to see. Nobody seems to have a particular lead, which honestly makes neutral far more open-ended.
Yeah, what we're kind of seeing here is Griseous just trying to slow down the pace. Like OwlBBs has been using his advantage today to just get so many openings and so much damage and stops. That now Griseous is just slowing things down, making sure he doesn't get steamrolled. But that dash attack nearly taking the stock, but not quite this time.
Exactly, fellas. You never be the one going too fast. You want to play it slow, and that's how you win.
Yeah, exactly.
Oh,
Down smash at 61?
yeah.
Wow, there it is.
He's out of there. Owl just taking things a little bit too fast, and Chris saying, hold on, slow down. I'm in the driver's seat here, and you're going to listen to me.
Yep, absolutely. But then he does, unfortunately, air dodge.
The driver's seat is indeed a
We've all
Tesla.
done that in a relationship where it's going well, when you just air dodge into the last zone. And yeah, you know, it just gets messed up. It really does.
Yeah, when you're in a relationship, you forget to send that text, and you just SD, just like Mewtwo.
Yeah, exactly. Relationship self-destruct is the one we never want to see, but what we do want to see here is a W from Griseous. All he's done is what he wants to see, as he tries to fight his way off of this ledge.
Indeed, but Owl right now bringing out the click, saying, you gotta listen to me, catch my attention. And to be honest, he certainly got that attention with a strong 3-0.
That is leading us to confirm that OwlBBs is in fact the hottest girl at Kargo.